Hello and welcome to the Modern Romantic Podcast, the mini update. Hi, I'm Trey and I'm joined by my co-host Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hi. I feel like if this is a mini update, I should be like,
Oh, you're right. Hold on one sec. No, wrong button. Whee! Hi, everybody. If you're tuning in, this is just going to be a short episode here. We just wanted to come on really quick, share some fun news with you all, and touch base. No guests this week, except we are the guests because we're always the guests.
be our guest, be our guest.
Copyright infringement.
We should just make up lyrics and sing the entire song.
Join our show. But seriously, we just wanted to come on, share a little bit of joy with you all this week. While we have no guest, we still want to share the joy and the inspiration with you all from things that happened in our lives this week. But before we do that, how was your week, Emily?
It was it was kind of crazy. I feel like the whole country here in the US is having some wild weather. And if it's not storming, it is active. We're having Canadian wildfire smoke alerts. Don't go outside. And so it's been kind of a fun toss up between those things, which is keeping me out of the garden. And I don't really love that. And it's also kind of keeping the bunnies and other things that I don't want in the garden. It's a war. It's just a war zone out there. So I'm trying to I want to get out there and do some planning. I maybe could have today. It was just very humid. But how was your week?
Good. So, what did I do? I have completely forgotten what I've done this week, other than Sunday. I was very lazy over the weekend, but I had scheduled myself for my birthday massage. As one of my gifts, I got given a one-time use for a local spa here. So I redeemed it and got myself a nice massage. I walked in mildly having an idea of what would happen, meaning like the technique, the pressure, because I am very ticklish, like pretty much all over my body. So I was like, all right, so I'm prepping myself. When I say the deep tissue Swedish massage was deep tissue Swedish massage. It was intense. I walked out of there not remembering what year it was, and that is an honest statement.
Wow.
My shout out to Mikey at the local Hand and Stone. Oh shoot, what was that place called? I'll remember what that business is called, but shout out to Mikey. That was incredible. I will be a returning customer.
That's amazing. I think we could all use a moment of not remembering what year it is. And that's amazing. Very cool. And a happy belated.
Thank you.
To you.
Thank you. Well, in the spirit of romanticism, what was one thing this week that inspired you, Emily?
Well, I got to go to an art fair, which was really fun.
Ooh, nice.
I love art fairs. I don't even need to spend any money to just go and appreciate all the art and seeing what people are doing. And I love looking at what folks are coming up with, and some interesting new art at this one. This is one I go to every year. So it's when I see some of the same people, some of the same photographers, whatever. I look for photography because I do photography, and I look for glasswork because I do glass. So, you know, um, I would look for podcasters, but they didn't have podcasters there. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe we should have a booth there. I don't know what we'd sell. We'd just be like, we could do a live stream.
Hey,
It
give
might
us
be
money.
fun.
Give us money. You enjoy our
Just
show.
donate. Yeah, just you don't even have to like please sponsor us. We love you. You could just right there in person. Just yeah. Anyway, and it was neat to kind of see there was a new person there doing. She was creating designs on hats by basically like wood burning, but on felt, on wool for hats. So she had wool hats, and that was kind of neat. She had all these really cool floral designs and other designs too, some Western stuff. And it was just a new vendor there that it was cool to see something new. Um, I got some henna.
Oh, yeah. Nice floral design.
Yeah, just a little doodad, which was kind of cool. And there was, every year there's a maple syrup booth and a honey booth, or two or three. There was one that had something that I had never heard of. Shout out to Sticky Joe's,
Ooh.
who let us try some maple cream. And I was like, what's
Oh.
maple cream? Because my thought was maybe it's lotion,
Hmm.
or maybe it's like a creamer for your coffee, or that was
Yeah.
thunder. I don't know if you heard it.
I did
There's a
actually, yes.
storm happening. And so he like grabs a spoon and he dips it in and he lets me try it. It was absolutely amazing.
Oh.
So I'm gonna be eating maple cream on everything. I bought a jar, of course. I'm gonna be eating that on everything, from ice cream to Josh and I were talking about it earlier, like toast. He brought up like, what could we eat it on? I'm like, anything, eggs, casserole. I'm just kidding. It's very sweet and kind of has this buttery sort of sweet. It's very hard to describe because I've never had anything quite. It kind of reminded me of spun honey, if you've had spun honey, but real maple syrup doesn't taste like a Mrs. Butterworth's or Aunt Jemima kind of syrup. It's totally different experience. It doesn't have the flavorings in it. It's just pure, and that made all the difference because it is. I don't know if you don't like that maple flavor, which I don't. It's really good.
Yeah, it's
So,
like the for me, Mrs. Buttersworth is like maple flavoring has been added
hmm
to it versus like actual maple. Like people, you can tell the difference between artificial and like the real stuff.
yes, treat yourself to the real deal. It is worth it. Because otherwise, yeah, it's like corn syrup with flavoring,
Oh
and
man,
that's not at all what real maple tastes like.
no. I started buying real maple syrup after my last relationship because they introduced me to the real stuff, and I was like, okay, do you understand that this is like 6 times the cost of this? He goes, do it. You do not
Yeah,
understand.
you
Do
won't
it.
go back as easily.
Nope, I will not go back.
You are ruined.
I am ruined.
Ruined
But that is incredible.
in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
amazing.
kind of like if you grew up with only strawberry flavoring your whole life, and then you had a chance to try like a real strawberry for once, and you'd be like, oh, that's not at all the same thing.
Okay, that actually happened to me when I was 7.
Oh,
Um, so believe it or not, all right, me as a child was very picky, and we happened to go to this local, I don't know, place where you buy plants. It wasn't a
a greenhouse?
greenhouse,
Oh,
wasn't a greenhouse. It was like a little tent that somebody had set up, and it
oh,
was a small business of sorts that in my very small town, someone happened to be selling plants out of. So mom went in to find plants for another reason, and they actually had a strawberry plant in this place, which, if you know Texas at all, does not support foliage very well at all. In West Texas, I should say. And this thing had so many strawberries on it, and I was like, "What is this?"
that's awesome.
So the owner
What
of
is
it,
this?
the owner actually looked at it and goes, "Oh, that's a strawberry. Have you never had one? No. Would you like one? It's fresh. Sure." popped in and I was like, what is this delicious sensation? He goes, that's a strawberry. And he goes, wait, that's what like candy and stuff is made out of? He goes, oh, my dear sweet summer child, no. No, 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 no. So I got to taste a live strawberry off the vine.
That's awesome. Yeah. I felt that way about figs too when I first tried a fresh fig. Never was really impressed because to me, like a fig is this dried, sad little raisin thing that you get in a tub by the pound in the grocery store, and then
Hmm.
you don't want to eat too many because the results are bad. And so, I, yeah, well, I had a friend once who ate, like when you have a whole bag of potato chips and you're
Hmm.
sitting and watching a movie and you're just focused on the movie, so you just sort of like without thinking maybe eat the whole bag.
Yeah.
I have never done this, but I know people who have, and it seems to be like a common thing. That's just way too many potato chips for me, but like I could see why. Anyway, so this person did this with was it prunes, plums, figs, one of those where it was
Hmm.
like it was prunes, and it was like once it was too late, once you get to the bottom and you realize you just ate an entire like tub, an entire couple pounds of prunes, and it's too late. Like, what are you gonna do? So anyway, I that story was a derailment. We were talking about figs and strawberries. So the when I moved to the Carolinas, I had a fig tree in my backyard, and I had never tried a fresh fig in my life. Only like fig Newtons, which are just okay in, it's dried sadness. And sorry for people who love them, but
Hi,
if you've never tried a fresh fig, sorry, what were you gonna say?
hi, people who make fig Newtons, please sponsor us. We love you.
Yes, sponsored by Fig Newtons. Um, so I went out to the backyard the first time, and like my neighbors had told me how great they were, and then they told because I was like, but when are they ripe? Like it's hard to tell exactly when to pick them. And I remember the first one I tried was a little early,
Mhm.
but oh my gosh, what a difference! And you know what? Ignore all the stories about the wasps climbing in there and laying eggs. Like you have to just not think about that. You have to just, yeah. It's how they pollinate.
Okay.
You can go Google that. But don't because it's not even worth it. Just go enjoy a fresh fig. It's got this like, it's kind of plum like with a little bit of brown butter. The perfect fig with the perfect ripeness is that. And I would go out in the morning. I'd like let the dog out and I'd go pick a handful of figs and eat them when they were ripe in the morning. And they're like the perfect temperature because it's been overnight and it's a little cooler, but not super chilled. It's like perfection. It's perfection right off the tree. Like it doesn't get fresher than the few inches between the branch and your mouth and when you're already out. Yeah, go do that if you can, if you have the ability to.
I will because my neighbor promised me figs that they just harvested.
Oh, do it.
So she's going to bring them over. Thought tonight, but it will probably be tomorrow at this
Oh
point.
my gosh. Yes.
I'm
Yeah, and
so excited.
if you have a good tree, or I don't know if it's a variety thing, maybe it is. I had the trees that would produce twice a season. Maybe it was a fertilizer thing. I don't know, but I'd get some just a small batch early summer and then another batch late summer. And the late summer batch was always better, but uh not better, but I got a bigger yield, a larger yield. Anyway, yes, I'm so excited you get to do that. Um yes, it's life changing. Like I'll never get another fig Newton.
No, mm-mm. I actually had one recently. It was
Oh
not
yeah,
as good as I remembered it.
isn't that sad?
So when you
I'm
said
so
a bite of
sorry.
sadness, it was like, no, no, that's accurate. For me, it just needs a little bit more like actual fig in it for it to balance out. Right now, it's
Mm.
just there's so much bread. I want to balance between the filling and the bread.
Listen here, Kellogg's Pop Tarts. Hmm. Please
Speaking of,
sponsor us. We love you.
please sponsor us. We love you, but also we have feedback.
That's right.
Um,
Don't make a fig Pop Tart, please.
oh, please. Um, Speaking about food, something that I've been wanting to do, kind of from a cost-conscious perspective, but also I want the opportunity to try, is to make my own fresh bread. Um,
Oh yeah.
so I actually found a very easy recipe. I bought flour, I bought the active yeast, I've got all the other ingredients that I want to make, and then I was talking with a coworker of mine, and she actually has a recipe for a good focaccia bread that you can use to make anything. So at some point in the near future, I will be making my own bread so that I can, one, save a little bit of money, but also two, be able to say, I made my own bread. I made my own bread.
That's so life changing, especially when you pair it with like a good soup in the fall or well, just any time. But yeah, that's really great. I applaud this.
Thank you. I just need to find a good bread tin, um, make sure that my dough rises effectively, and then be able to effectively portion it into the bread pan.
If you want bread like that, I actually don't think I've made bread that way. Maybe once. I would just make like a there's a word for it. Is it a boule? Boule? It's
Mhm.
the blob of dough and you put it on a cookie sheet and bake it that way, or you put it in a you could put it in like your fancy Le Creuset, which I don't have. But I would put it in like a round baking dish,
Mhm.
and then it gets that rounded top, kind of like that artisan bread you buy in the store where it looks like an
Yes.
Italian loaf, kind of. It's not in a pan.
Mhm.
So you could do that too, just as a thought. You don't have to use a bread pan,
Alright. That's
but you
fair.
could.
I kind of want to because I like making sandwiches,
Oh,
but then
sure.
also your talk of autumn and soups and all these things, even though we're in the dead of summer right now with the temperatures being what they are, um,
And you're
I
sitting there in your hoodie and
look, I've got a
drinking your hot tea, eating your soup and hot bread.
look, I like to be uncomfortable, so I'm going to do everything in my power to do so. Okay.
I want my air conditioner to struggle so that it cools me while I'm wearing my hoodie.
I want my AC to struggle as much as I have this summer.
Work for it.
So, but I mean, the talk of that, I can just
Mhm.
imagine like cutting into that and just pouring the soup into this just nice round bread bowl that
Oh
I've just made.
yeah.
Oh, and you know what soup I want? What soup I want it to be? Autumn squash soup.
Oh yum. I was gonna guess, but yeah.
Oh, please still guess. Like,
So,
what if I hadn't
I'm
said
gonna
it?
guess autumn squash soup now.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. It's like you're a mind reader.
We should start a podcast.
Oh my god, we should start a podcast. Let's do it after 8 years. Okay.
Let's do it
But yeah.
and
So,
go. One of these days we'll start.
but I think between that and then I'm finishing up an audiobook, a recommendation actually from a past guest that we've had, Laura Packer, recommended the Rivers of London series to me.
Hmm.
It's a supernatural series, like a supernatural detective series. Think um, the Sandman meets, I don't know, true crime podcast.
Oh,
It's actually
all
really
right.
good.
All right.
And that's all I'll say. But so far, it's really good, and it's ramping up to be a very exciting conclusion.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We
But
should share what we're reading. That sounds like a good thing to do on this show. I am currently not reading anything though, so
that's fine. You're reading me to filth. Oh, that was a bad joke. Okay, moving on.
next. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Wait, that was so
Oh, wait,
abrupt.
no, was it? Oh, I thought you were actually saying
Oh
goodbye.
no, it was like the joke. Like that was yeah. You
Oh,
said
good
that
night,
was a bad
everybody.
joke, and then I just sort of was like, "Good night, everyone." If you were waiter,
Sorry, it's one of those Mondays
I
where my brain
apologize.
isn't like fully fleshed out.
Normally we click there and we didn't, and that's okay. We can do that sometimes. It is Monday.
It is Monday.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. It's odd. I'm so used to having a guest, so it's like um, it's so different. Uh,
Well,
it's
ask me a question that you would ask a guest.
uh, okay. 1 second. Let me ruffle through all my papers so I can ask you a question. One
How
second.
very news anchory of you.
Beep, 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 beep.
Welcome to the fast breaking news story.
Um, okay. So, Emily, thank you so much for being on the podcast with us tonight. As a world renowned photographer and
Oh,
truly modern romantic of our times that should be celebrated to the ends of the earth and back.
thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you. One thing, without calling yourself a photographer and without calling yourself a glass artist, how would you describe what you do?
Flail.
Oh, that's so interesting. Can you elaborate?
I can. Ready?
Yes. Oh, can I try?
Yes, please do. Um, what do I do? That's a good question. I like that. We should be asking people that. I approach art and life with wonder. There. That's my answer. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
yes. That is a fantastic answer.
Thank you. Thank you. Should I say it again? Thank you.
Yes. I don't think you've said that enough. Say it
I
again.
really haven't. Thank you. Thank you so much.
um,
This
Amy,
feels like a Saturday Night Live episode suddenly.
a,
Thank you.
a
Thank you
little
so much.
bit.
I lost the cue card. Where's the cue card?
Um, something I think something you asked a while back in an episode, and I think I'll ask you now. What do you hope your impact will be through your artistry?
Um, I I thought of a bad answer. That's such a good. What do I hope my impact will be? Um, I guess I want my impact to be that someone is swept away in their own way. Like, art speaks to everybody differently. So, um, I hope people are somehow swept away from reality to some degree. Whether it's in like nature photography where you're swept into this tiny little world that you didn't realize existed because here's an up close little bee,
Mm.
or in like the more cinematic stuff I do, like you're swept away to another world entirely.
How do you how do you, how would you how do I ask this question? How would a person know that they've been swept away? Because if they've never felt the feeling of being swept away, how would they know that they've been swept away inside one of your pieces of art?
I don't know. I feel like you just know when you know when you know.
You know?
Is that like falling in love? Like when you know, you know. Like, cause what do you? It's like describing like what it's like to have to like fall in love, right?
Hmm.
How do you fall in love? Everybody falls in love differently, right? But how do you describe it? Because not everybody gets the sweaty palmed, fast. I guess your heartbeat goes. I think if you find yourself dreaming is really the answer. That was my hemming and hawing till I thought of the right answer approach. Um, yeah, I think you just. I think when you know, you may not realize it right away, but if you find yourself dreaming, if you find yourself daydreaming, if you find yourself what you said earlier, like um, you forgot what year it was.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
Because
I think if you're doing a good job, you forgot what year it was.
it's like it's like when I watch a really good theatrical performance when I am so invested in that performance itself, I lose track of everything else around me. And it becomes just about that singular moment, about that one individual person on stage pouring out their heart. It's a connection.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, have you ever gone to a movie and during the trailers, you lose, you get so wrapped up in the trailer and you lose what you actually went there to see.
Yeah,
What movie did I actually pay for a ticket for it? I don't even care anymore because I just got completely wrapped up in that trailer.
I know. I know that, Emily, I know that you love the trailer for Muppet Treasure Island, but like, it's been 20 years,
I
more
love
than
it.
20. I know. It's so good,
I
though.
love it.
um, but yeah, well, thank you for indulging me for a few questions.
Thank you for asking a few. Thank you for indulging me in a few questions.
You're very welcome. Will you be a return guest on our podcast?
I'm going to be here every week, whether you like it or not.
I here's the shocking news. I do like it. So thank you.
Oh, hooray! We should start a podcast.
We should start a podcast. Well, again, everybody, this is just a quick little update from us.
Yeah.
If you want more fun behind the scenes content or you want other episodes, please visit our Patreon. You can search for The Mod Rom or visit our website, themodrom.com. But thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. The mod